even in the early days, watching Pat Sullivan play and win the Heisman Trophy and throwing to his favorite receiver, Terry Beasley, and all those days. And then, of course, we knew them well. We had a little restaurant here, and it was, and the town was so small, and everyone was so family-oriented. They'd gather in my restaurant and had the football team in there once a quarter just to sit around and talk and have a good time. Those are the early days.
I'm 20 years old, and I've been an Auburn fan for 20 years.
I became an Auburn fan when I was about this tall. I grew up in Auburn with a guy by the name of Scott Lacey. And my childhood heroes were Terry Beasley and Pat Sullivan. Pat Sullivan was the 1971 Heisman Trophy winner.
Well, I'm third generation Auburn, and Mom's dad went here when it was Alabama Polytechnic Institute.
We had to come out here Friday afternoon. They let us come out at 4 o'clock and set our spikes in the ground and set our tents up. So we came out here and staked our claim at about 2 o'clock. Went ahead and set up, and we've had this spot every week since. Every home game been right here.
Well, we've basically been here at the same spot since 1982. We grew up here, our kids grew up here, and as they went to college, you know, most of them at Auburn, you know, we keep coming back here. We have a core group probably of 25 to 30 people. Big games, you might have 60 or 70.
We had a 20-foot by 20-foot dance floor with a catwalk that walked over it for bands. We've had 2 American Idol stars play at the tailgate before they were ever stars.
All right, so what are you cooking here?
Right now we've got some pork tenderloin on, and this is some elk sausage. Got a beef tenderloin that we'll put on here and smoke in a little bit. And then just basically whatever people show up with any given day is what we go with.
It's just one big family gathering. I think the sense of feeling and belonging and being a part of it is really what it's all about. It's an inner spirit that you feel that joins you with everyone else who is an Auburn person.
I enjoy it because I just like having all of our friends and family here to like share in the experience with us.
It's relaxing, we just get to hang out.
We get to eat a lot.
We get such a fabulous family atmosphere. We've lived in Dallas, we've lived in Boston, we've even lived in Puerto Rico. It's unique as a worldwide event. And like I said, what truly makes a difference, it's not the sign, it's not the food or the booze, it's the people that truly make the difference at an Auburn tailgate.
Well, I made a conscientious decision that I would remain in Auburn when I began to travel for my business life, because I loved the small town environment. I thought it was a great place to raise my family. They grew up with a small town ethic, and they still to this day have friends that they've had since elementary school.
And some of the guys I say were fall buddies. I may not see them through the whole winter, spring, but come September, Labor Day, it's like we're best friends again. So it's probably my favorite.
The best thing about Auburn is that we're nice fans. We've got Florida fans here hanging out with us. And what we like is for people to leave here and say, that was the greatest place we've ever been to. You guys were so nice to us. We love seeing people come from other schools and say, we had a great time in Auburn.
Our favorite memory, we got engaged on this, well, tomorrow, but it was on a Saturday last year.
First game.
The first game.
Tumors Corner.
At Tumors Corner. And it was awesome.
Well, when you come down and you see the old trees and just lined with toilet paper after a victory, it's just something that really words can't describe. You really need to see it in person.
It's a shame with I don't know what we're going to do about the trees because they're dying. But I think without question, rolling Tumors Corner is the biggest tradition here, and everybody loves it, and I do too. I rolled Tumors Corner when Rachel and Ross kissed for the first time on Friends in the early 90s. I hate to say.
Somewhere around 30 years old or so, and somehow the eagle got loose during one of Auburn's games and started circling the stadium, and that's where the chant came from. Everybody was saying War Eagle, and I believe Auburn came back and won that game.
Yeah, Aubie's great. I mean, we love Aubie. When I went to school, one of the Aubies was a dear friend of mine, still is today. So we love Aubie, we love the Eagle, we love the band. There's nothing greater than at the beginning of the game when he comes high kicking out. It's just exciting.
Between 10 and 15 minutes before kickoff, the Southeastern Raptors group carried the Eagles, either going to be Spirit or Nova, the two Eagles we have that fly down here, carry them up to a section in the upper decks or over on the tunnel. You've got 87,000 fans going crazy. As soon as they let the Eagle go, everybody in the stands start chanting War Eagle, just get the war, and then as soon as the Eagle lands right in the middle of the AU, you get the big Eagle, hey! The stadium goes crazy. One of the greatest things of all sports.
Tiger Walk. I love going to Tiger Walk and watching all the players walk through. When I was on the drum line, we used to warm up in front of the stadium, and everybody would come and watch us play and do our warm-ups, and it was a really cool tradition.
On a Saturday night, Jordan-Hare Stadium is so loud you can't even hear yourself think. But it's infectious, and it's everyone coming together and everyone feeling a part of it, and everyone in the same attitude about the whole game process.
Floats it for the end zone, and it is tipped around and intercepted in the end zone. Devon Washington came up with the tip, and Achimove.
The best place to be in the world.
Anywhere from 45 minutes to 30 minutes before kickoff, it's just loud, non-stop the whole way through. Nobody's sitting down, everybody's loud all the way through the game. It's awesome.
And this place is about to explode. Be unbelievable, folks, so just settle back now.
Further review, the receiver did get a foot down before going out of bounds. Touchdown.
These games. I've been a season ticket holder since '94, and again, people say, "Well, why do you come to Auburn all the way from LA?" Because of the atmosphere. It's electric. Out in California, you go to a USC game, a UCLA game, and everybody sits on their hands.
It's like you're there with family. You could be standing by some stranger you just met that day, and it's like you're sitting with your best friend.
If they haven't seen it, it's hard to describe because you almost have to be there. You get that feeling where it almost gives you the chills.
Just the electricity that flows through Auburn on game day, especially a night game, is just tremendous.
Yeah, we lived in Boston at the time. Thought for sure that my firstborn, Stephen, would end up either at Harvard, MIT, or Boston College, but he wanted to go south. He liked the warm weather and the warm southern hospitality. So as a result, he was the first one to matriculate here at Auburn in '91, and my two daughters followed. This is the only school they even were even interested in attending.
Just being a part of a family. You know, you can travel around the world. I wear my Auburn hat when I'm in places. I was in Rome about 10 years ago. I had my AU hat on, and I heard somebody say War Eagle. I'm like, all right, that's part of my family.
It's a spirit. To me, it's the spirit. I know some of my buddies out in California say, well, is the mascot? Is it the tiger? Is it the plainsman? Is it the eagle, the bald eagle? And I say, no. The War Eagle is the spirit of what makes Auburn truly unique and different.
You can be anywhere in the world and see somebody with Auburn colors on, and that's your greeting. It's War Eagle to them.
War Eagle means we know something everyone else doesn't know. You know,
regardless of the stories and all about the bird and everything, it's a unique symbol that is universally received and understood.
That perfect blend of, you know, you got students coming from all parts of the country, all parts of the world. It's a great place to raise a family. It's just a good college town. I love it.
ostentatious, don't you think?